until the shepherd leads his flock away. The sands of time hurry rolling by, the river of constant change.
I have the money, but I can't find work. I'm a brat. I'm a selfish punk. I really should be smacked. My parents died till they got divorced, 'cause I ruined their lives. I'm a bad kid and I'll survive. Oh, I'm a bad kid. Don't know I'm from right. I'm a bad kid and this is my life. What I'm a bad kid. Don't know I'm from right. This is my life. Don't be insecure if your heart is pure. You're still good to me if you're a bad kid, baby. Don't be insecure if your heart is pure. You're still good to me if you're a bad kid, baby. A bad kid, baby. Don't be insecure. I'm a twit, degenerate young rebel, and I'm proud of it. Pump your fist. You would rather mess up than put up with this. I'm a nerd. I chew gum and smoke in your face. I'm absurd. I'm so bad, and I don't give a damn. I love it when you're mad, when you're mad, when you're mad. I'm a bad kid and I'll survive. Oh, I'm a bad kid. Don't know
Hi there. How are we? That took a bit longer than I would have liked. Oh well. Did I do all the hinterland stuff? Time to march on the breach and close it. Hooray. Did I not do that? I guess we're going back to the hinterlands. Did I not take some of these? I did. Commander Cullen, your men arrived this morning. It's good to see the Inquisition still trust Templars to perform their duties. Once you ensure the Hasmar circle is stable and that no dangerous items fall into the hands of unsuspecting scavengers, we'll join you ourselves, Knight Commander Bryson. I look forward to future collaboration with the Inquisition. Please accept this gift from the Vale family coffers. They be put towards relief efforts in Haven. In Andraste's love, Prince Sebastian Dickwad. The leaders of the Inquisition. It was glorious, I tell you. Mother Havara stood in my office and apologized. Actually apologized for any inconvenience I or my colleagues have suffered. Considering the derision with which her ilk have treated us, hearing her assurances that further rhetoric against the university would be heavily sanctioned was a pleasure. Regardless of whether or not it holds once the divine is elected, I offer the Inquisition my thanks and have sent along a few items our professors thought might be of interest. Councillor Jürgen Haulis, University of Orlais. A fragment of Ben Hasrath information report. With Jean Gaspard removed from play, Carolina or Monette would almost certainly be the next Duchess of Leeds. As the struggle intensifies, Carolina sent agents to cause a scandal, judging that Monette does not have the skill to avoid such snares. Monette has relied upon her mother Renette, her mentor in the Chantry, not her mother, just Mother Renette, for her mentor in the Chantry, for advice on how to strengthen her claim to the duchy, and the revered mother, in an attempt to protect Monette, has sent mercenaries to threaten Carolina's life. Carolina has overplayed her hand by giving her agents so much information. And turn that on her and leave her reputation in tatters. Our troops should easily stop the mercenaries, and Carolina's plan should be... I don't know who I want to be.
Let's see what we have.
Do I care? Inquisitor's efforts to close the Fade Rifts has increased stability in various regions across Thedas. However, demons sometimes remain, having wandered from the site of the original rifts. The Inquisition has received numerous requests in aid in dealing with this problem. Local nobility should take an interest in securing their lands. We can appeal to them for assistance. Our soldiers can do troops of areas formerly containing Fade Rifts and eliminate enemy. That's Templar's work, yeah. I'm going to actually wait. I want Leliana to deal with that one. We can just get some money in the meantime.
At your service.
Right. Where's Dorian? He's 2. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Mage squad. Okay. It's amazing. One of fire creates a larger wall and is longer on enemies that pass through it. Well, if I know begins at your location, moves away from you over duration of the spell. I'll see what this is like. I can always toggle it later. Oh. And how could I neglect Solus? I guess I'm tanking, am I? Right, return to the Widower. How do I get down? Okay, this is as good a way as any.
I found blankets.
Oh, Maker be praised. What did you have to trade?
Nothing. The Inquisition's giving them out. Enough for everyone.
We found them. Don't ask too many questions, all right? There's a fucking Redcliffe.
Might be something here. Better take a closer look.
Even before the sky fell open, this was a land of spirits and demons. Magic grows wild in the hills of Redcliffe.
I do not suppose you found my Senna's shrine. I know it is a long way to go.
I cleaned Senna's shrine and placed the flowers. May her ashes be gathered by Falundine and carried safely.
After all the long years she carried me, thank you. You do a foolish old man too much kindness. Maceranus, Dalen, take this.
Don't call me Darlan.
Senna would have wanted you to have it.
Fucking Darlan. Do I have Felendalis? How do I know? It would say here, right?
Nothing to report, sir.
No. Okay. Bit jittery. Oh, there's Lord Wolsey. Wow. That looks fun. Do you all have a belt? I'll give you a belt of urgency then. Right, Lord Wolsey. Literally just saw him.
Lord Wolseley, I presume? A young man named Jimmy would very much like you to return home. Ah, good.
Oh, is he off? Is he off on his own? Fuck off. Be careful, because there's a very distinct possibility that it would also target and attack Lord Wolsey when the last enemy was dead. Right, I'm going to fast travel because it doesn't look like it's actually coming anywhere near here.
Good day.
Thank you.
Oh, there he is, look.
He came back. He says you convinced him. Here, for all your trouble. Thank you so much. It's so good to have Lord Wolseley back.
You want to do more to help? Let's join the Inquisition.
Do you mean it?
I'm a fair cook and you're a fine leather worker. I'm sure they can find some use for us. And the Inquisition soldiers are the only ones trying to restore order right now. If we want to help.
All right, we'll do it. Thank you.
Is there something you need?
Really? Fair enough.
Anything you need, I can get. Probably. Most likely.
Clearly not. Hmm. Right. So, close the breach and end the game, right? Right? Very short game. And who even is this Cole person? Not a clue.
The mages seem happier here without Templars.
You don't say.
Certain we can trust them.
In the circles, I saw Templars threaten mages with death or tranquility. They kept the beatings from me, but I saw the bruises. And worse. Andraste said that magic should serve man. It
never said that the mages must live in fear.
So you trust them?
I trust them to serve us more faithfully than they would as prisoners.
O Creator, see me kneel, for I walk only where you would
I
bid me.
don't know if Apothecariodon can get you that many healing drafts, revered mother.
Sing only
If
the
he cannot,
words you
then he may
place in my
simply
throat.
tell me no.
Yes, revered mother.
And if he does wish to tell me no,
These
I
truths
would
the Maker has
appreciate him
revealed to
doing
me.
so in person.
As there is but one
Yes.
world,
Revered mother.
one life, come
One
to me,
death,
child. There
and
is
I
but
shall be
one
free.
God.
Join forces with your new allies to assault the heart of the breach and close it once.
Garnering interest from the capital.
You're not pleased?
I am not convinced we are prepared for the full scrutiny of Val Royeaux.
And for all, recommend levels 8 to 11. I'm 10.
The best of the mages are ready, Herald. Be certain you are prepared for the assault on the breach. We cannot know how you will be affected.
Fuck it. Right, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Mages!
Focus past the Herald. Let her will draw from you.
You did it.
Hey, that was Dragon Age Inquisition, everyone. We closed the breach. Game over. We finished. Yay.
Solus confirms the heavens are scarred but calm. The breach is sealed. We've reports of lingering rifts, and many questions remain. But this was a victory. Word of your heroism has spread.
You know how many were involved. Luck put me at the center.
A strange kind of luck. I'm not sure if we need more or less. But you're right. This was a victory of Alliance. One of the few in recent memory. With the breach closed, that alliance will need new focus.
approaching! To arms!
What the... We must get to the gates.
So, celebratory drinks are on hold.
God Smasher. Iron Bull. You can have a look at. Never mind. The watery tart gave us a better sword. No, other way around. You gave us a worse sword than what you already had. Okay. Griffin robes. Alright, you can have your Griffin robes.
Never a dull moment for Southerners, is there?
I see I probably should have used the stairs rather than leaping off the wall, but never mind.
Poorly.
Cullen?
One watchguard reporting. It's a massive force, the bulk over the mountain.
Under what banner?
None.
None?
I can't come in unless you open.
Cole!
I'm Cole. I came to warn you, to help. People are coming to hurt you. You probably already know.
What is this? What's going on?
The Templars come to kill you.
Templars? Is this the Order's response to our talks with the mages, attacking blindly?
The Red Templars went to the Elder One. You know him? He knows you. You took his mages. There.
I know that man. This Elder.
He's very angry that you took his mages.
Cullen, give me a plan. Anything.
Haven is no fortress. If we are to withstand this monster, we must control the battle. Get out there and hit that force. Use everything you can. Mages! You have sanction to engage them. That is Samson. He will not make it easy. Inquisition! With the Herald! For your lives! For all of us!
Samson! But we need to do a few things here. We need to enable Cole. I say a few things. That was actually it. But actually, one thing I'm going to get a drink, actually, before I battle Corypheus and Samson. I'll be right back. Right then, shall we do battle with these Templars? They don't look like healthy Templars. Where are we going? This way. Ooh, loot.
Almost ready. Keep them off us.
Oh, we're defending the trebuchet.
Keep them back. We're ready to fire.
Well, there they are.
Sentient and clear. Firing.
Whee!
They felt that. We'll reload. You get to the other trebuchet. It isn't firing.
Let's leave
We must get this trebuchet firing.
leave the supply cache for now. Would you mind helping? Hi. Yeah, could you like turn around or maybe attack the fuckers? Just an idea, you know? More suggestion, really.
More incoming. Keep them off the trebuchet.
Man the trebuchet.
Trebuchet, start firing.
I remember there being waves of enemies attacking me while I was trying to do that last time. Maybe that was the next bit, I don't know. Apparently not.
Oh, that's just messed up!
Everyone to the gates!
He has a dragon. Oh. How? How do I evacuate?
Just grab an essential. One knife. Everyone inside. Move it! Move it! We need everyone back to the Chantry. It's the only building that might hold against that beast. At this point, just make them work for it.
Let's grab people on the way! Not even a challenge.
I hear a voice.
Get it off! It's coming down!
Fuck is Manave?
Voice.
Aiden's over here.
Can anyone hear me? Help! Harold, what's happening? Baker, thank you. Thank you.
I was holding it. Looks like you only got time to do one of them.
Another death, I fear. I hear somebody.
Rick Thran.
Back, you mom!
Didn't expect this from me. What is that supposed to fucking mean?
Survivor!
You doing it or what?
About time. Let me out of here. It appears we have done all we can. To the chantry.
Move! Keep going! The chantry is your shelter!
He tried to stop a Templar. The blade went deep. He's going to die.
What a charming boy.
Harold, our position is not good. That dragon stole back any time you might have earned us.
I've seen an archdemon. I was in the Fade, but it looked like that.
I don't care what it looks like. It's got a path for that army. They'll kill everyone in Haven.
The Elder One doesn't care about the village. He only wants the Herald.
If you know why he wants me, just say it.
I don't. He's too loud. It hurts to hear him. He wants to kill you. No one else matters, but he'll crush them, kill them anyway. I don't like him.
You don't like... Harold, there are no tactics to make this survivable. The only thing that slowed them was the avalanche. We could turn the remaining trebuchets, cause one last slide.
We're overrun. To hit the enemy, we'd bury Haven.
We're dying, but we can decide how. Many don't get that choice.
Yes, that. Chancellor Roderick can help. He wants to say it before he dies.
There is a path. You wouldn't know it unless you'd made the summer pilgrimage, as I have. The people can escape. She must have shown me. Andraste must have shown me so I could tell you.
What are you on about, Roderick?
It was whim that I walked the path. I did not mean to start. It was overgrown. Now, with so many in the Conclave dead, to be the only one who remembers... I don't know, Harold. If this simple memory can save us, this could be more than mere accident. You could be more.
If that thing is here for me, I'll make him fight for it.
And when the mountain falls, what about you? Perhaps you will surprise it. Find a way. Inquisition, follow Chancellor Roderick through the Chantry. Move!
Harold, if you are meant for this, if the Inquisition is meant for this, I pray for you.
They'll load the trebuchets. Keep the Elder One's attention until we're above the tree line. If we are to have a chance, if you are to have a chance, let that thing hear you.
We need to be noticed. Happens to be a specialty of mine.
I think this next bit is the thing I was remembering. Enemies attacking while I'm trying to turn the fucking trebuchet. Oh, I can aim it again.
Be ready. More coming our way.
Thanks, Bull. Bull, you're being really helpful.
Get ready.
Oh, fuck. I didn't even see that one. Knight Captain Denham. Great. Oh, what are you doing?
Move. Now.
Enough.
Pretender, you toy with forces beyond your ken. No more.
What are you? Why are you doing this?
Mortals beg for truth they cannot have. It is beyond what you are, what I was. Know me. Know what you have pretended to be. Exalt the Elder One. The will that is Corypheus. You will kneel.
You're forcing this fight for no reason.
You will resist. You will always resist. It matters not. I am here to anchor. The process of removing it begins now. It is your fault, Herald. You interrupted a ritual years in the planning, and instead of dying, you stole its purpose. marks you as touched, what you flail at rifts. I craft it to assault the very heavens. And you use the anchor to undo my work. The gore.
Why did the Divine die? For this chaos!
The chaos will empower me and ensure we no longer beg at the feet of the invisible. I once breached the Fade in the name of another to serve the old gods of the Empire in person. I found only chaos and corruption, dead whispers. For 1,000 years I was confused, no more. I have gathered the will to return under no name but my own, to champion Wither to Vinter and correct this blighted world. Beg that I succeed, for I have seen the throne of the gods, and it was empty. The anchor is permanent. You have spoilt it with your stumbling. So be it. I will begin again. Find another way to give this world the nation and God it requires. And you, I will not suffer even an unknowing rival. You must die.
You expect me to fight, but that's not why I kept you talking. Enjoy your victory. Here's your prize!
It's Skyhold. Oh, we're walking. Oh, we're running. Oh, we got stomach ache. A tummy hurt.
There. Who's there?
You've gained Mark of the Wrist. A focus-based ability. Mark of the Rift causes massive damage and can even kill some enemies I'd say permanently. Wow. Instantly. Mark of the Rift is a focus-based ability. Focus is a resource that's gained each time someone in your party deals damage. Each party member has a personal focus meter, but all party members gain focus when a single member deals damage. How can I reassign? How can I put my ability back? I have to assume I can't. Not yet, anyway. Now can I? Yes. Right. Oh, never mind. That's a bit steep, that is. Can't run up that hill. Maybe shouldn't have had like a bare arm and stuff. Maybe should have dressed a bit warmer. Just for the weather a bit. How do we happen to automatically know the right way? We could have died up here. Woo! Wind howling.
It's cold. Nothing.
We'll see. No. Horse gone. Woo! Nice low res sunset.
Embers. Recent?
Fire! Lights!
There! It's her!
Thank
Nap time.
What would you have me tell them? This isn't what we asked them to do.
We cannot simply ignore this. We must find a way.
And who put you in charge? We need a consensus or we have nothing.
Please, we must use reason. Without the infrastructure of the Inquisition, we're
I
hobbled.
can't come from nowhere.
She didn't say it could.
Enough! This is getting us nowhere.
Well, we're agreed on that much.
Shh. You need rest.
They've been at it for hours.
They have that luxury thanks to you. The enemy could not follow, and with time to doubt, we turn to blame. Infighting may threaten as much as this Corypheus.
Do we know where Corypheus and his forces are?
We are not sure where we are, which may be why, despite the numbers he still commands, there is no sign of him. That, or you are believed dead, or without Haven, we are thought helpless, or he girds for another attack. I cannot claim to know the mind of that creature, only his effect on us.
The only thing yelling gets us is a headache. Another headache.
They know. But our situation, your situation, is complicated. Our leaders struggle because of what we survivors witnessed. We saw our defender stand and fall. And now we have seen her return. The more the enemy is beyond us, the more miraculous your actions appear, and the more our trials seem ordained. That is hard to accept, no? What we have been called to endure, what we perhaps must come to believe.
I escaped the avalanche. Barely, perhaps, but I didn't die.
Of course, and the dead cannot return from across the veil. But the people know what they saw. Or perhaps what they needed to see. The Maker works both in the moment and in how it is remembered. Can we truly know the heavens are not with us?
You saw Corypheus. What do you think of his claims of assaulting the heavens?
Scripture says magisters to winter servants of false-souled gods entered the Fade to reach the Golden City, seat of the Maker. For their crime, they were cast out as Darkspawn. Their hubris is why we suffer blight, and why the Maker turned from us. If such is the claim of this Corypheus, he is a monster beyond imagining. All mankind continues to suffer for that sin. If even a shred of it is true, all the more reason Andraste would choose someone to rise against him.
Corypheus said he found only corruption and emptiness. Nothing golden.
If he entered that place, it has changed him without and within. The living are not meant to make that journey. Perhaps these are lies he must tell himself, rather than accept that he earned the scorn of the Maker. I know I could not bear such.
Whatever the rest of you say, I felt no divine aid at the Conclave or Haven. The struggle ahead seems mine alone.
Shadows fall and hope has fled. Still your heart, the dawn will come. The night is long and the path is dark. Look to the sky, for one day soon the dawn will come.
The shepherd's lost, and his home is far. Keep to the stars, the dawn will come. The night is long,
And the path is dark. Look to the sky, for one day soon
faith may have yet to find you, but it has already found them.
A word.
Yes, Venharel.
The humans have not raised one of our people so high for ages beyond counting. Her faith is hard-won, Lethaline, worthy of pride, save one detail. The threat Corypheus wields. The orb he carried. It is ours. Corypheus used the orb to open the breach. Unlocking it must have caused the explosion that destroyed the Conclave. We must find out how he survived. And we must prepare for their reaction when they learn the orb is of our people.
All right. What is it and how do you know about it?
Such things were foci, said to channel power from our gods. Some were dedicated to specific members of our pantheon. All that remains are references in ruins, and faint visions of memory in the fade, echoes of a dead empire. But however Corypheus came to it, the orb is elven, and with it, he threatens the heart of human faith.
That's what you wanted to look for and find, isn't it?
Even if we defeat Corypheus, eventually they'll find a way to blame elves.
I suspect you are correct. It is unfortunate, but we must be above suspicion to be seen as valued allies. Faith in you is shaping this moment, but needs room to grow. By attacking the Inquisition, Corypheus has changed it. Changed you. Scout to the north. Be their guide.
I don't have a bloody clue where we're going. Skyhold Gandalf. Is it left or right?
Waits for a force to hold it.
Left.
There is a place where the Inquisition can build, grow.
It's convenient. This is just sitting there and occupied.
They arrive daily from every settlement in the region. Skyhold is becoming a pilgrimage. If word has reached these people, it will have reached the Elder One. We have the walls and numbers to put up a fight here, but this threat is far beyond the war we anticipated. But we now know what allowed you to stand against Corypheus, what drew him to you.
He came for this, and now it's useless to him, so he wants me dead. That's it.
The Anchor has power, But it's not why you're still standing here. Your decisions let us heal the sky. Your determination brought us out of Haven. You are the creature's rival because of what you did. And we know it. All of us. The Inquisition requires a leader. The one who has already been leading it. You.
Perhaps I didn't hear you correctly. A mage at the head of the Inquisition.
Not a mage. You.
I happen to be a mage.
I will not pretend no one will object, but times are changing. Perhaps this is what the Maker intended. There would be no Inquisition without you. How it will serve, how you lead, that must be yours to decide.
I'll do it for my own power.
I will lead us against Corypheus, and I will be an ambassador. I'm an elf standing for Thedas. The Inquisition is for all.
Wherever you lead us. Have our people been told?
They have. And soon, the world.
Commander, will they follow?
Inquisition, will you follow? Will you fight? Will we triumph? Your leader, your herald, your Inquisitor!
It's a really big sword for someone who, like, uses magic.
So this is where it begins.
It began in the courtyard. This is where we turned that promise into action. But what do? We know nothing about this Corypheus except that he wanted your mark.
Corypheus wants to restore Tevinter. Is this a prelude to war with the Imperium?
I get the feeling we're dealing with extremists, not the vanguard of a true invasion.
Tevinter is not the Imperium of 1,000 years ago. What Corypheus yearns to restore no longer exists. Though they would shed no tears if the South fell to chaos, I'm certain.
Although, I doubt the Magisterium will be that happy. First thing you'd have to do is take over Tevinter and depose them all.
Corypheus said he wanted to enter the Black City, that this would make him a god.
He is willing to tear this world apart to reach the next. It won't matter if he's wrong.
What if he's not wrong? If he finds some other way into the Fade?
Then he gains the power he seeks, or unleashes catastrophe on us all.
Could his dragon really be an archdemon? What would that mean?
It would mean the beginning of another blight. We've seen no darkspawn other than Corypheus himself. Perhaps it's not an archdemon at all, but something different?
Whatever it is, it's dangerous. Commanding such a creature gives Corypheus an advantage we can't ignore.
Someone out there must know something about Corypheus.
Unless they saw him on the field, most will not believe he even exists.
Varric!
We do have one advantage. We know what Corypheus intends to do next. In that strange future you experienced, Empress Celine had been assassinated. Imagine the chaos her death would cause. With his army?
An army he'll bolster with a massive force of demons, or so the future tells us.
Corypheus could conquer the entire south of Thedas, god or no god.
I'd feel better if we knew more about what we were dealing with.
I know someone who can help with that. Everyone acting all inspirational jogged my memory, so I sent a message to an old friend. She's crossed paths with Corypheus before and may know more about what he's doing. She can help.
I'm always looking for new allies. Introduce me.
Parading around might cause a fuss. It's better for you to meet privately, on the battlements. Trust me, it's complicated.
Well, then, we stand ready to move on both of these concerns.
On your order, Inquisitor.
I know one thing. If Varric has brought who I think he has, Cassandra is going to kill him.
This is the Inquisition. A dusty old ruin filled with battered soldiers.
Oui.
Shut your mouth and open your eyes. You'd see that the Inquisition is our one hope.
Oh, it's boring. It's a standard Dragon Age 2 staff. Oh, bugger. Right, fair enough. Sarah? Nah. Dorian. You can have my dissolving scepter. Right, cool. Nope. Vivian. Sure. Enchanter lightning. Oh no. You're not level 11 yet. Oh dear. Well, you can have a staff of stasis then. You're not level 11 either. I don't think he does pummel strike. I can give him another whirlwind. I assume they stack. Dorian. Either of those, but whatever. I don't like the rings that specifically help certain abilities.
I've made some inquiries into the Imperial Court. The sooner we deal with the threats to the Empress, the better. The political situation in the Empire is dangerously unstable. It will complicate matters.
Everything in the Empire complicates matters. It's the Orlesian national pastime.
Turn your nose up at the grand game if you like, Commander, but we play for the highest stakes, and to the death.
The Court's disapproval can be as great a threat as the Venatori. We must be vigilant to avert disaster.
Exactly what do you mean? How is it more dangerous than usual?
The Empress is in the middle of a civil war. Her cousin, Grand Duke Gaspard, seeks to take her throne by force. Leliana reports that a group of elves has been sabotaging both armies, drawing out the hostilities. Orlais holds Tevinter at bay. All of Thedas could be lost if the Empire falls to Corypheus. Celine is holding peace talks under the auspices of a grand masquerade. Every power in Orlais will be there. It's the perfect place for an assassin to hide.
A grand masquerade? I need to go shopping.
I'll arrange for an invitation at your discretion, Inquisitor. Inquisitor, I was just inspecting our new headquarters. Foundation cracks, nesting animals, and miles from any centers of civilization. The staff must make it presentable if we're to receive any visitors of distinction.
It certainly wouldn't do for the Inquisition to appear overly shabby.
We've only just now convinced everyone we are precisely what Thedas requires. The mages are showing great trust in you. They need to feel safe here.
Do you not feel safe here?
I've had difficulty forgetting Corypheus's attack on Haven. Do you know who first leapt to arms? Our workers. They were so proud of our cause. Corypheus simply cut them down. So much screaming after that first blast of fire. So many people turned to ash.
We lost far too many good people to that monster.
I'm sure they'll find rest with the Maker. Well, before I return to my duties, allow me to congratulate you on your appointment as Inquisitor, my lady. I will now bring diplomatic issues to your attention, and I'm more than happy to help with any situations that arise.
I'm loath to part from such pleasant company. Would you care to walk the castle with me?
Oh, well, a tour then? Let me fetch the steward.
That isn't precisely what I was hoping for.
Well, do let me know if you change your mind. Now I must find someone to prepare the guest quarters.
Oh, is that a no?
Inquisitor, is it true? Is the mark on your hand magic cast by Corypheus?
Corypheus claimed it's a spell gone wrong.
I wanted to think it was a blessing. A sign the Maker was returning to his creation. How credulous of me.
The anchor's nothing more special than a modified spell.
At least you had the good fortune to take it from Corypheus. Does it hurt? The anchor, that is.
It's not pain. It's more like my nerves go on fire.
It sounds most unpleasant. A situation requires your attention, Inquisitor.
Oh, yes?
Noble Chantry loyalists in the city of Jadar are spreading accusations that you're responsible for the divine...
Yeah, I saw that.
They're unusually organized. I recommend we send people to Jadar to deal with the matter.
Will anyone even believe me if I claim I didn't kill the divine?
Perhaps if they learn about your heroics. We should emphasize how you stopped the breach devouring the sky. Even in Jadar, it may win you a few admirers.
What does the nobility gain by saying I murdered Justinia?
A scapegoat to begin with, but I wonder if the Grand Clerics are at work. Those immediately eligible to be divine died at the Conclave. The ones remaining were not as favored. They may look upon you as a rival for influence.
Let's send some ambassadors to convince Jada I'm not a monster in disguise.
Excellent. I believe there's much to be gained by winning them over. What may I do for you?
What do the people make of us?
We've gathered many favors among the nobility. They will be gently reminded of this.
Let's speak later.
Farewell.
Now, what did they make down here, and what can I make?
Oh.
I've walked away from too many burning buildings for one lifetime. This place, though, it'll be all right. It's Inquisitor now, isn't it? That'll take some getting used to.
You think it's strange to say. It's stranger to hear.
Don't let it go to your head. We need you level. Everyone just got a big, hard reason to hate Corypheus, and we already did.
I'll show you a big hard reason.
You're the surprise, not him.
We left in a hurry, but you got into your old place. Save anything?
Family hammer. It's as stupid as it sounds. It's good to be back at work.
You've got it all up and running.
Your basics, like always. There's space here for, I don't know what. This place was built for something big. It'll be a job to fill it.
How is this place shaping up as a forge?
Better than Haven ever could be. Not the way I wanted an upgrade, but ever forward.
Have you any thoughts about the people we lost at Haven?
Shame about a darn. Experience like that, you can't just find. The rest of us go on. It's what we have to do. You gave us the chance. Thanks for that.
I'll be back later.
I'll be here.
I'm going to take a quick pee break before we explore Skyhold a little bit more. I will see you very shortly.
Bad kid like my mom and dad made me. I'm not that cool and you hate me. I'm a bad kid, that's the way that they made me. I'm a bad kid, I'm disastrous. Give me your money or I'll hold my breath. I'm a bad kid and I'll survive whatever bad kids. I don't know I'm from right. Don't forget to secure if your heart is pure. to resist being last on your list, but no other man's gonna do. So I'm saving all my love for you. It's not very easy living all alone. My friends try and tell me find a man of my own, but each time I try, I just break down and cry, 'cause I'd rather be home feeling blue. So I'm saving all my love for you. You used to tell me we'd run away together. Love gives you the right to be free. You said be patient, just wait a little longer.
Hey there.
Just an
Where's my mouse gone? Found it. God. I would have to, like, keep sneezing as soon as I come back. Parvallen. Oh, this is DLC. Oh, I think Sarah would appreciate this decor. Let's go Inquisition. Fuck it. Statues of Hokunari everywhere. Cataloging a skyhole with iron chandelier with dwarven elements. Sturdy with dwarven marks. If it's a copy, it's a good one. Rare see post-third blight example, as the owners must have had extensive trading networks. No Smith sigil or other markings. Recommended reconditioning and rehanging. Thing will outlast us all. Mason Gatsy. Ah.
What was this place? So much room for whatever was here.
Request resources on the Fade. Regarding your request, as a noted partner of the Inquisition, Lady Montillier's ensured our contacts are quick to reply. Few titles on hand accompany this letter, with remaining en route from libraries in Valreo and surrounding archivist Bannon. Fate and Spirits Mysterious by Brother Ferdinand Genetivi, blah 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 blah. On Silver Chords by First Enchanter Irving.
Greetings.
I need to know more about Corypheus.
We spoke of this on our travels to Skyhall. What more can I tell you? Cassandra and Varric seem more familiar with their adversary.
You've given me good counsel before. I could use some now.
My apologies, Inquisitor. My poor manners shame me. I claim no secret wisdom, but I will guess as best I can.
See? Flattery. It will get you everywhere.
I would like to know more about the orb he carries.
As I said, that must be the means by which he created the breach. I suspect the blast that destroyed the Conclave was more accident than anything. The result of unlocking power that had sought release for ages. What I cannot understand is how he managed to survive such an explosion.
He didn't.
You said that you believed the orb is elven.
I never would have believed a Devinter mage could unlock such a powerful relic. It clearly enhances his abilities, giving him access to power he should never have known.
Like the power to control the Archdemon.
Indirectly, one assumes. Nothing in any law connects my people to the old god dragons who became archdemons.
What do you think Corypheus will do next?
You shamed him when you destroyed Haven. Spoiled his glorious victory. It would be worse to acknowledge that you had done so. He must continue on his course or show weakness. He will return to his plans to throw Olay into chaos, and then conquer it for Devinter.
You're sure that's what he'll do?
As certain as is possible. Assuming I can plausibly predict a man who seeks to rise to godhood.
And can you?
The key is understanding this. No real god need prove himself. Anyone who tries is mad or lying. His deception will undo him, as it has done countless fools before.
Yeah, well, you're the expert there, I guess. Everyone knows that when asked, are you the Scarlet Pimpernel? The true Scarlet Pimpernel would reply, absolutely not.
What can you tell me about the source of Corypheus's power?
According to the law, the ancient Magistars of Devinter received guidance from the old gods. Corypheus commands a false archdemon, a corrupted old god. This suggests he no longer sees himself as their minion. Some of his unique power comes from the corruption of the Blight. The rest may come from the orb he carries.
I'm interested in what you told me of yourself in your studies. If you have time, I'd like to hear more.
You continue to surprise me. All right, let us talk. Preferably somewhere more interesting than this.
Haven.
Why here?
Haven is familiar. It will always be important to you.
We talked about that already.
I sat beside you while you slept, studying the anchor.
I'm glad someone was watching over me.
You were a mystery. You still are. I ran every test I could imagine. Searched the Fade, yet found nothing. Cassandra suspected duplicity. She threatened to have me executed as an apostate if I didn't produce results.
Cassandra's like that with everyone.
Yes. You were never going to wake up? How could you? Mortals sent physically through the Fade. I was frustrated, frightened. The spirits I might have consulted had been driven away by the breach. Although I wished to help, I had no faith in Cassandra, or she in me. I was ready to flee.
But you stayed.
I did. I told myself, one more attempt to seal the rifts. I tried and failed. No ordinary magic would affect them. I watched the rifts expand and grow, resigned myself to flee, and then... It seems you hold the key to our salvation. You had sealed it with a gesture. And right then, I felt the whole world change.
You didn't say it that way, I don't think. You just said it.
Is that how you remember it? That is what I mean about perception shaping our existence.
But that's only true in the Fade.
Where do you think we were?
This isn't real.
It's Haven, dear. Of course it's
That's
not.
a matter of debate. Probably best discussed after you wake up.
You're a mage. You should recognize a Fade when you see it. Especially if you can't possibly be back at Haven. You destroyed Haven in an avalanche. Aha! This is where I wanted to go anyway. Oh, he's off, I guess. Ooh, I don't like the blue velvet. Okay. What is this area for? What's this area of the ship?
They have certainly spared no expense.
Ah, so that's my quarters. Undercraft. That's where Josie is. This is where Vivian should be.
I am to serve as assistant to any research concerns. You'll find my skills are exceptional. I hope they prove useful.
You're taking over the duties of Maeve?
Yes. She said she was needed elsewhere and that I should serve the Inquisition to the best of my ability.
What is she doing?
I wasn't told.
How can you serve the Inquisition?
I am to aid in the research of all creatures encountered in your efforts as leader of the Inquisition.
What makes you particularly qualified?
I remember being fond of animals. I don't remember why.
The right of tranquility right there. I remember being fond of animals. I don't remember why.
You were made tranquil.
Yes, I am tranquil. It was necessary due to a willful nature that made wielding magic a dangerous endeavor. I remember that being a difficult time, but I cannot remember why. My skills are well used in my current position.
God, I hate what they did to her.
What is your evaluation of how we're doing?
Adequate, based on the partial improvements to Skyhold.
As you were?
Yes, Inquisitor. Here is the request Harriet made.
Are there any special instructions?
No, I would have stated as much.
Yes, of course. I'll be quick.
Of course you will. You're a runner. You may depart in a moment.
Oh, good.
Greetings, Inquisitor. That is your title now, yes?
Apparently so, yes.
I should thank you. The way things ended in Redcliffe, you could have demanded anything you wished. Yet you chose to make us equal partners. I was not expecting that.
You rebelled for good reason.
I knew you, of all people, would understand.
Did you?
I've been a Grey Warden, Grand Enchanter, leader of a rebellion, and now I am none of those things. Odd where fate takes you, as you're no doubt well aware.
You were once a Grey Warden.
Mine is an unusual circumstance, Inquisitor. Normally one is part of the Order until death. But long ago I found myself stripped of what made me a Warden. They tried to reinitiate me, but nothing worked. Nor could they figure out how it happened. So I was sent to the Circle of Magi, the first Warden ever to be kicked out.
Well done. You ever talk to Alistair?
You sound happy about it.
Becoming a Warden seemed like a dream when I was first conscripted. Towards the end, however, my brothers and sisters, they felt I had somehow cheated death. I was glad to leave. It also made me unique in the Circle. I had an opportunity to do more than I ever could as a Warden.
You mean you began the Mage Rebellion?
I pushed for our vote to free the Circles of Magi. But I cannot claim sole responsibility for what followed. Still, despite all the chaos, I would do it again. What happened had to happen.
You're not still the Grand Enchanter then?
Any claim I had to the title ended along with the Circles of Magi, although some still call me by it. Perhaps the Circles will one day be resurrected. If so, another will take the position. Until that time, I lead my fellow mages by default. I will do what I can for them.
You believe they'll recreate the Circle of Magi after all this?
It depends on who the next divine is, and what she offers. They can't go back to the way things were. But endless warfare benefits no one. That is why I agreed to Justinia's conclave. There must be another solution.
I've been meaning to ask, how exactly did the Venatori take control in Redcliffe?
Mages constantly found their way to us while we were there. Stragglers, most of them strangers.
I had no way of knowing some were actually Tevinter. They spread whispers, encouraged talk of an alliance, and we were desperate. I'm not proud of our choice, but we were certain Templars were coming. It could have ended far worse.
I trust everything is well with the mages.
We're mostly relieved. An alliance with the Inquisition offers security, although who knows for how long.
I'll leave you to it.
Before you go, Inquisitor, a question. In Redcliffe, after we left, did you perhaps speak with King Alistair? Considering who you are?
He wasn't in the mood to talk.
It's just that I knew his father, Marek, back when I was a warden.
Oh, that's rather interesting. Does he know that?
No, he doesn't. And he shouldn't. I only wanted to know if he was happy. His father had such hopes for him. Don't mind me, Inquisitor. The concerns of an old woman.
His father had hopes for him, did he? His father had hopes for the apparent bastard son who was dumped in the chantry? Fiona, you should tell him who you are. By the way, as far as I remember, this is the only information we're given in-game as to who Fiona is. To find out who she actually is, you gotta buy some books and comics and shit. From what I remember.
One moment you're trying to restore order in a world gone mad. That should be enough for anyone to handle, yes? Then, out of nowhere, an archdemon appears and kicks you in the head. What? You thought this would be easy? No, I was just hoping you wouldn't crush our village like an anthill. Sorry about that. Archdemons like to crush, you know. Can't be helped. Am I speaking too quickly for you?
You don't need to worry about me. I can keep up.
Yes, I noticed that.
Did you know?
Certainly. If you were a slack-jawed yokel, you'd already be dead. I always assumed the Elder One behind the Venatori was a Magister. But this is something else completely. In Tevinter, they say the Chantry's tales of Magisters starting...
Ancient Magister.
Tales. But here we are. One of those very Magisters. A dark spawn.
Who does the Imperium say started the Blight?
You know how it is.
Not as.
They say dark spawn were always there. Magisters and the Blight aren't even related. Is that a surprise? No one wants to admit they shit the bed. But if Corypheus is one of the Magisters who entered the Black City and he's Darkspawn, what other explanation is there?
Clearly the Imperium has no idea.
The Imperium is a land of lies built upon secrets, built upon falsehoods. I knew what I was taught couldn't be the whole truth, but I assumed there had to be a kernel of it, somewhere. But no, it was us all along. We destroyed the world.
You didn't do anything. Those men did. 1,000 years ago.
True, except that one of them is up and walking around right now. Not to mention I have idiot countrymen who would happily follow him down that path again. No one will thank me whatever happens. No one will thank you either. You know that, yes?
That's not why I'm doing this.
I knew there was something clever about you. All I know is this. Corypheus needs to be stopped. Men like him ruined my homeland. I won't stand by and let him ruin the world. Oh, and congratulations on that whole leading the Inquisition thing, by the way. So I take it you're Dalish? Is that the correct word here?
Yes.
Yes, that's right.
We don't have Dalish clans coming northward, for obvious reasons. So I've never met one of your people before, although I've heard about them. A little. I hope this won't be an issue between us. I am here to help you deal with the Venatori, after all.
And I appreciate your help, Dorian.
Excellent. Mutual appreciation is a grand way to begin.
I should go.
Naturally. What's on your mind?
I should go.
As you wish.
I'm gonna assume Vivian's outside. Ah, wait. Oh, mine then. Dear Liliana, you'll be happy to learn that your friends are doing well. Schmooples the second is still unhappy about his meal plan and tries to get into the pantry. I had to have a bolt installed, and now he whines constantly. The two little ones are still a handful, but good news! I managed to discourage Boulette from leaving herself on the silk rug Justinia gave you. Felicien, from 2 doors over, has been visiting almost every day to play with the nugs. She's quite delightful, and Schmooples the second is fond of her. I suspect it's because she brings him sweets from her father's shop. I had to ask her governess to keep her from visiting the house, however, as someone tried to infiltrate it 2 nights ago. An agent from one of the Blanchards, hoping to uncover some of the Nightingale's secrets. I neutralized and interrogated him. His ability to withstand questioning was deplorable. Someone used to talk to the Blanchards about their spies. All I had to do was put Schmooples the second in his face and tell him I hadn't fed the creature that day. Your pet played his part admirably. I received your orders and will depart for Ferelden as soon as possible. I've arranged for Garda to take over nug keeping Sparrow.
Inquisitor.
Hi.
I'm sorry.
So am I.
The names of those we lost. You must blame me for this.
It was your fault. No, you're no Aveline.
We all saw who attacked us. We know exactly who to blame. I keep wondering if I could have done something different. When the first of my lookouts went missing, I pulled the rest back, awaiting more information. If they'd stayed in the field, they could have bought us more time. I was afraid to lose my agents. And instead, we lost Haven. You look out for your people. That's a good thing, is it? My people know their duty. They know the risks. They understand that the Inquisition may call upon them to give their lives. Our people aren't tools to be used and discarded. Your instincts were right. Their lives matter. Can we afford such sentimentality? What if Corypheus... We're better than Corypheus.
What if the warden were here?
Did you need something? The Divine's death hit you hard. How have you been feeling?
Oh, you are referring to my outburst in Haven. I am much better now. Justinia was such a dear friend, and there were so many things going wrong.
Sometimes it's best to talk these things out.
I was with the hero Ferelden when she defeated the Archdemon. With her by my side, anything was possible. But there is no happily ever after, not when life goes on. When the Divine requested my help, I went to her. I owed her that much. I sacrificed
so much to do the Maker's work. But now, Justinia is dead. I was angry. I felt betrayed. But I shouldn't have let my emotions get the better of me. I'm sorry.
Don't apologize. You were grieving and upset. I understand.
Thank you. Now enough of this. Let us think more pleasant thoughts.
Anything I should know?
It seems that the Orlesian army is awaiting our next move. Some of the generals are sympathetic to our cause, others are still suspicious. Our actions are under a great deal of scrutiny.
I'll leave you to your work.
Oh, she has to go. People need her. I do feel that Skyhold is too big. Like, I appreciate in Origins everyone's just in one place, the camp. You can easily find everyone and walk around and just, you know. Whereas here, you miss people. I've got no idea if Fiona was even around in Haven. I couldn't find her, but I could have just not seen where she was. And Haven was a lot smaller than Skyhold.
Sleep well?
I've never done anything like that before. Do you regularly talk to people in dreams?
No. Consider that one more rule you have effortlessly broken in your rise to power. I had no idea that the anchor would allow you to dream with such focus. It is truly remarkable, but I am reasonably certain we are awake now. And if you wish to discuss anything...
I am a mage, you never know.
I'd like to hear more about what you saw in your exploration of the Fade.
I would be happy to share it with you.
Tell me about the old ruins you explored.
I found the ruin of Barandur, a lost Tevinter city buried deep beneath a dead and barren wasteland. Volcanic ash had sealed it tight. In one dark moment, every living creature in the city seared and smothered. They were statues in the ashes, like a mold made to recall the lost.
Tell me about a spirit you encountered.
I met a friendly spirit who observed the dreams of village girls as love first blossomed in their adolescence. With subtlety, she steered them all to village boys with gentle hearts, who would return their love with gentle kindness. The matchmaker, so I called her. That small village never knew its luck.
Tell me about the old memories you found in the Fade.
I saw a savage human horde go marching toward the battlefront. They sang a soldier's hymn to keep formation. The primal music shook the ground. These savage, unwashed warriors carried harmonies no chantry choirs mastered, though their cause was all but hopeless. They sang songs that made the spirits weep.
We'll talk later.
Goodbye.
Arlen Hightown, chapter 5 by Varric Tethras. Devlin was waiting outside the captain's office when Donan Brinokovich slunk out, defeated. We're not getting a warrant, are we? Devlin looked almost relieved. No. Donald met his partner's eyes. The kid was barely 20 and looked like he'd walked straight to the Kirkhall's barracks from someone's potato farm. Taller and broader than the other guards, Devlin slouched as if he didn't know how to fit into his own limbs. He thought he should be smaller. Hunched over his brand new too large arm, he looked like a child playing a bigger guard. He was too green for a murder investigation. Maybe it's for the best, Devlin said, almost speaking Donovan's thoughts out loud. You're on your way out of the guard. You're on your way out of the guard, and I'm. He trod off, then sighed. Crashing no more was in the middle of the night, wasn't it? Wasn't covered in training. Donovan glared at the kid. I'm a city guard, and so are you, recruit. Nobody gets away with murder while we're on duty. Devlin stirred a little straighter. What do you do then? The captain wants proof. Donovan smiled. We'll bring her proof.
Majestic. How is a place like this ever lost?
I actually do like that. Yeah. You know what? Tell you what, Hawk has grown her hair out since the last time we saw her. It's the default, wasn't it? Fuck it.
Inquisitor, meet Hawk, the champion of Kirkwall.
Though I don't use that title much anymore.
Hawk, the Inquisitor. I figured you might have some friendly advice about Corypheus. You and I did fight him, after all.
You've already dropped half a mountain on the bastard. I'm sure anything I can tell you pales in comparison.
Oh, I don't know. You did save a city from a horde of rampaging Kunari.
I don't see how that really applies. Or is there a horde of rampaging Kunari I don't know about?
There's a Kunari. He almost qualifies as a horde all by himself. Fortunately, he's on our side.
So, then, what can I tell you?
Varric said that you fought Corypheus before.
Fought and killed. The Grey Wardens were holding him, and he somehow used his connection to the Darkspawn to influence them.
Corypheus got into their heads, messed with their minds, turned them against each other.
If the Wardens have disappeared, they could have fallen under his control again.
If that's what happened to the Wardens, do you think we can free them?
It's possible, but we need to know more first. I've got a friend in the Wardens. He was investigating something unrelated for me. His name is Stroud. The last time we spoke, he was worried about corruption in the Warden ranks. Since then, nothing.
Corypheus would certainly qualify as corruption in the ranks. Did your friend disappear with them?
No. He told me he'd be hiding in an old smuggler's cave near Crestwood.
If you didn't know about Corypheus, what were you doing with the Wardens?
The Templars in Kirkwall were using a strange form of lyrium. It was red. I'd hoped the Wardens could tell me more about it.
Corypheus had Templars with him at Haven. They looked like they'd been exposed to the lyrium you describe.
Hopefully my friend in the Wardens will know more.
I appreciate the help.
I'm doing this as much for myself as for you. Corypheus is my responsibility. I thought I'd killed him before. This time I'll make sure of it. Inquisitor.
You said you thought you killed Corypheus.
The Grey Wardens had him imprisoned. They used my father's blood in a ritual to seal Corypheus inside. But he could still reach out and influence the Warden's thoughts. He sent them after me. And I didn't just think I killed him. When the fight was done, he was dead on the ground. Maybe his tie to the Blight somehow brought him back, or maybe it's all Tevinter magic, but he was dead, I swear it.
And where did you go after the mages rebelled?
I heard the Chantry might be sending an exalted march to Kirkwall to put down the rebellion. I hoped that leaving would save lives and force the Divine to divide her forces to come after me. As it turned out, I needn't have bothered. All the circles started rising up and the exalted march never came.
I'd like to know more about Anders. What was he like?
Complicated. It's not like the minstrels make it out to be. He's not just a monster. Or a hero. Maybe he's both. He was trying to change the world. He knew it couldn't happen peacefully.
I heard you had family and friends in Kirkwall. Where are they now?
When the Wardens began acting strangely, I had my friend Aveline take my brother out of the Free Marches. Isabella and I never believed in being tied down. When I had to go into hiding, she understood. We'll see each other again. Until then, she'll be having fun. But hopefully not too much fun.
I assume Varric's been feeding you information about the Inquisition. What did he say about me?
Only good things, I promise. I was a little surprised, actually. Varric isn't one for religion in general, but he thinks highly of the Inquisition. I think the exact phrase was, has a good shot at fixing Blondie's mess.
We'll talk later.
I'll meet you at Crestwood.
What's on the left here? That's down at the courtyard. Yes. Ladder. Another ladder. Absolutely nothing. Thank you for rewarding exploration like this. This is why I love open world games. You can see a mountain in the distance, you can go to that mountain, and when you get there, there's fuck all there. Is there anything over here? Nope. Nada.
Fertile ground even here. This hold has everything.
They're both the same. I thought you could have two things in there.
Inquisitor, Elan Vemar. Honored to represent the College of Herbalists and offer my services as apothecary. I intend to carry on the work of my esteemed colleague, Adan. He thought highly of you. You will be missed.
The enemy took a toll at Haven. It's an unfortunate loss.
He'd probably sneer at the sentiment and say, "Get back to work." So, we shall. All the mundane needs of Skyhold will be well tended. If you note anything special, let me know. I'm here to serve the cause we must.
Third fall in as many days. We need more sandbags. It's almost impossible to drive an anchor between these blocks. The place was built to last, but that makes it a fight to build it up. Berinol Rufa. Approved. The Inquisition needs the people on good legs. Sir Morris, Quartermaster. Mademoiselle Giselle. Bonsoir. Wait, come back.
Ah, Inquisitor, you have finally come into your own. The Maker has put you on a difficult path. I pray you walk it safely.
I don't think this would be a very safe.
I remember our talk out there before we found Skyhold. It wasn't just the Maker who put me on this path, was it?
The Inquisitor could never have been Cassandra, or Leliana, or me for that matter. We are too political, too tied to the Chantry and all its failings. But I did not make you stand against Corypheus. I did not make you risk death to save the people of Haven. Only you could be the Inquisitor. I only pray the power of the Inquisition is enough.
If the power of the Inquisition isn't enough, we're all in a great deal of trouble.
It may seem overwhelming now, but you have already done more than most could have. The Maker has chosen you to deliver us from Corypheus. You have the faith and support of everyone here. Never forget that. Now, was there anything else?
Can you tell me how our people are doing?
What would you like to know?
How are our forces at Skyhold doing?
Still in shock, for the most part. To see Haven destroyed so soon after the Conclave. You saved many, but still lives were lost. And traveling through the wilderness did not make treating injuries easier. For all that, though, more people arrive every day. Some are refugees, but others want to help. Your Inquisition is growing. I pray you use it wisely.
Do you have information on people elsewhere?
The refugees in the hinterlands are desperate. Without help, starvation or war will claim many lives. Villagers in Crestwood are besieged by their own dead. They have sent word begging for assistance. People are vanishing in the hills of Emprise de Lyon. It may be demons or something worse, but they are terrified. More than that I cannot say. It is a chaotic time for all in Olay and Ferelden.
Farewell.
Be well, Inquisitor.
Au revoir. That's not really a door. A wall disguised as a door. Where is that? Huh. How the fuck do we get out of here? You know what this will do?
Honored to help with these.
The Elder thing's not a god. He's Darkspawn. The Maker's no Darkspawn.
But they say that's why he cut the sky. To claim...
Need something?
What can you tell me about this Corypheus?
I'm not exactly an expert, but ask away and I'll answer what I can.
How did you first encounter him?
A few years back, I was dealing with some trouble from a Carter clan that went rogue. They were sending assassins after the Hawk family. We tracked them to a rune in the Vimarks. It turned out to be a trap. Once you went far enough into the rune, there was a magic barrier that kept you from going back. The whole thing was a prison the Grey Wardens were using to hold what they thought was a powerful Darkspawn.
I've never heard of Wardens locking up Darkspawn. Why wouldn't they just kill him and be done with it?
I don't think they could. From what we saw in there, Corypheus can control Wardens somehow. They couldn't attack him. The Wardens locked him up because there was nothing else they could do.
He looks like some sort of blighted creature, but he speaks. What is he exactly?
The Wardens who imprisoned him thought he was just a Darkspawn. But you heard him ranting. He claims he's a Magister. One who assaulted the Golden City, what?
Is that what the Architect is? Is he another Tevinter Magister?
He's one of the people who caused the Blights.
You and Hawk both said before he was supposed to be dead.
He was dead. We killed him. The only way for us to escape the prison Corypheus was trapped in was to go through him. We weren't going to just leave the door to his prison open behind us and hope he was dead. We made sure.
And yet?
I think that's enough about Corypheus.
No problem.
Oh, Fliss is alive. Where's Vivian?
It was a mistake to use Haven as a base of operations. The town was completely indefensible.
It was a bad location. We should have moved sooner.
You left yourself vulnerable to attack. It was a miscalculation, one that I'm sure you won't repeat. But the enemy struck a serious blow against you and the Inquisition. We must recognize that. You
Can we just point out, we didn't know we had an enemy at the time. We didn't know what the Elder One was. We didn't know there was a Corypheus. We didn't know we had an army of Templars.
For every person I saved, 2 more were cut down. I failed them.
You haven't failed them, my dear. The men and women who fight for you gave their lives for a great cause, and they fought to the end. The rest still fight, and you will fail them if you give up now. Our enemies
Vivian,
will
shut up and piss off.
sit idly by. Act first and teach them to fear us. You can become the leader the faithful require, but you must do it soon.
Vivian, will you fuck off? Segri, you're over the other side.
You get a title, I get the boot. I see how it is. I mean, thanks for my life. Pleased to serve.
You got the boot?
No time. Working.
Oh, see you, Segri. Sarah! Am I elfy enough for you?
It is Inquisitor now, right? Remember that war we talked about stopping? Full of little baddies I can stick with little arrows. That's not a friggin' archdemon, is it?
Maybe nobody saw this coming, but you knew how I got the job.
I know what people said, but people believe all sorts of shite when they're scared. Swear at a farmer and you've cursed his crops. Spill the salt and you're dead by dawn. Dance through town in a goat's head and children people never had go missing.
The ancient thing trying to kill us seems pretty real.
Don't get me started. Oh wait, too late, right? A magister who cracked the Black City.
Yeah, that one.
Easy dream, right? I mean, if it's real, then the seat of the Maker, real thing. A seat needs a butt, so the Maker, real thing. Fairy stories about the start and end of the world, real things.
Mm-hmm.
Too far, innit? I just want to plug the Skyhole rubbish so I can go play.
In the words of Jensen Huang, it's too much.
You joined to help the little people caught up in this. But do you believe or not?
In Andraste? Of course.
But you doubt what you're seeing and hearing.
It can't be true. Even fanatics don't want to be this right. Look, I have arrows. I can make this Corypheus believe in those. Good enough? Please be good enough.
Keep calling it nonsense. That perspective will keep the Inquisition grounded.
Oh, I can do that. Sure could use a few more people shouting no. We fight, the bad things go away, everyone
Eventually.
calms down, and everything goes back to normal.
Eventually.
Well-paid normal.
You're starting to not sound completely crazy.
I know, scary, innit? So bring 'em on. But first, food. I'm starving.
Good priorities. I like it. Right. Blackwall.
So, this is Skyhold.
So this is Skyhold. And what have you done? Haven is over.
The ramparts. I want to examine our fortifications.
Well, they're a bit dilapidated at the moment.
We'll be able to see Corypheus coming from miles away.
On the other hand, that means he can see us from miles away.
Let him come. I swear I'll take the twister bastard down.
even if I have to die to do it.
Alright, Grey Warden.
You see this as a personal insult, don't you?
If it's not personal for you, maybe it should be. The people flock to your banner, eager to fight for the Herald of Andraste. Their faith is a leash, and your Inquisition has taken hold of it. Tell me honestly, are you what they say you are? Andraste's chosen?
Fucking course not.
I wish they'd understand that I'm really nobody.
You're somebody. Don't you see what you are to them? Without you, they'd be consumed by despair. We all would. They need
Yes.
you to be Andraste's avenger. It gives them hope. The truth doesn't matter.
You just said be honest.
Listen to me talk. Your time is valuable and I've wasted enough of it.
Alright, Tom Renier. Oh, that's what you're saying, isn't it? You're not really a Grey Warden. You're not really Blackwall. But the people here need you to be, so you are. Thran!
Thanks for my life in Haven. You've all sorts serving now. If that means change, so be it.
Scout Harding.
Your worship.
Shouldn't you be out there, scouting?
In a bit. We're in Skyhold for supplies and a change of personnel. Not me, though. Indispensable.
So, who's Scout Harding really?
Me? Oh, I'm no one. Lived near Redcliffe all my life. Herded sheep for my neighbor. When the Inquisition came through my village, I helped by telling them everything I knew about the area. Then I signed on. Wanted to see the world before it was swallowed up by that thing out there.
What's been going on?
Seeker Cassandra came through here, looking like a storm cloud. That's just her face, though, isn't it?
I should go.
Inquisitor, huh? Well, you've got the fortress for it. Speaking of which, when you've got a second, there's something I want to show you.
What did you want me to come see?
Here, come on. I'll show you.
Exciting.
Why am I dressed like this?
You'll see. Come on. It'll be worth your time, I promise. Evening. Iron Bull. My merc band just joined up.
Tanner. I'm from Jader. Well, near Jader.
Mira. I was guard captain for Lady Pendel. Signed on after shit blew up at the Conclave. Share a drink? Who's your friend?
This is Grim. She doesn't talk much.
Huh.
So, you ready to kill some demons? Or Venatori? Or whatever that Corypheus asshole is?
This isn't just about killing. We're helping the Inquisitor save the world and build the next empire.
You would recognize the Inquisitor if you met her, right?
Well, long as I get paid, I'm happy. That's why I signed up.
I just couldn't spend my whole life on a farm. Needed to live a little, you know.
What about you, Mira? Why'd you join up? I thought you were serving some noble.
I saw what happened at Haven. The Inquisitor staring down that monster and his archdemon. I don't sing the chant of light as much as I should. But you can't see something like that and not believe.
Well, Grim and I should find our tents. Thanks for the drink.
Didn't even put on a pair of glasses.
I know every soldier under my command. You don't have that option. But a few faces might help.
It was good to get their perspective.
Yeah. Sounds like we could use an easy win for boys like Tanner. And vets like Mira have seen enough to be wary. You've got a good army coming along. Remember that. No matter what comes next.
Yes, he's gone inside. Look, he's not inside. Spoke too soon, she's inside.
You knew where Hawk was all along.
You're damned right I did.
You conniving little shit.
You kidnapped me. You interrogated me. What did you expect?
I expected you to tell the truth. I told you what was at stake.
So I just hand her over on your say-so? It's okay, Hawk. This zealot isn't crazy. I promise. Look at her. She's finally lost it.
This would be funny if it wasn't also kind of sad.
We needed someone to lead this Inquisition. First, Liliana and I searched for the hero of Ferelden, but she had vanished. Then, we looked for Hawk, but she was gone too. We thought it all connected, but no. It was just you. You who kept her from us.
The Inquisition has a leader.
Hawk would have been at the Conclave if anyone could have saved Most Holy.
Then Hawk would be dead as well.
Varric's not responsible for what happened at the Conclave.
I was protecting my friend.
Varric is a liar, Inquisitor. A snake. Even after the Conclave, when we needed Hawk most, Varric kept her secret.
She's with us now. We're on the same side.
We all know whose side you're on, Varric. It will never be the Inquisition's.
That's unworthy of you.
I must not think of what could have been. We have so much at stake. Go, Varric. Just go.
You know what I think? If Hawk had been at the temple, she'd be dead too. You people have done enough to her.
I believed him. He spun his story for me and I swallowed it. If I just explained what was at stake, if I just made him understand. But I didn't, did I? I didn't explain why we needed Hawk. I'm such a fool.
What if you hadn't believed him and tracked Hawk down?
Honestly, Hawk might not even have agreed to become Inquisitor.
Oh, she wouldn't have done.
She supported the Mage Rebellion after all. She wouldn't have trusted me for a second. But this isn't about Hawk, or even Varric. Not truly. I should have been more careful. I should have been smarter. I don't deserve to be here.
We can't afford any more mistakes.
You think I don't know that?
That's not what it said.
I want you to know, I have no regrets. Maybe if we'd found Hawk or the hero of Ferelden, the Maker wouldn't have needed to send you. But he did. You're not what I'd pictured. But if I've learned anything, it's that I know less than nothing.
That's 6 minutes ago.
You kidnapped me! You interrogated me! What?
I expected you to tell the truth!
Look at her. She's finally lost it.
First, then, we looked for Hawk. Hawk would have been at the Conclave if anyone could have saved Most Holy.
Varric's not responsible.
I was
Varric Even...
She's with us now.
We all know whose side you're on, Varric. It will never be the Inquisition's.
That's unworthy of you.
You know what I think?
But I'm such a fool. What? But I should have been more careful. I should have been smarter. I don't deserve to be here.
You're too hard on yourself, Cassandra.
Not hard enough, I think.
You can't believe that.
I want you to know, I have no regrets. Maybe if we'd found Hawk or the hero of...
You sound like you have lots of regrets, Cassandra.
He needed to send you, but he did. You're not what I pictured. But if I've learned anything, it's that I know less than nothing.
That's the Dunning-Kruger effect. You know absolutely nothing. You think you know everything. The more you learn, the less you realize that you know.
Something is troubling me, Inquisitor.
Yes?
Liliana is receiving reports of mages becoming possessed, Templars going rogue. No one is dealing with these matters. I was hoping we might, before they get worse.
We can certainly look into it.
I will mark these incidents on the map as I learn of them, Inquisitor. And I would be pleased to accompany you if and when you investigate.
I have some more questions.
Tell me about your brother.
I'm not surprised.
Tell me about your brother.
I'd rather not.
I'll let you get back to work.
Surely you have better things to do.
Do you have any advice for me?
Treat Dorian with caution.
Of course.
It's possible he could be what he seems. A Tevinter mage wishing to do better than his countrymen. What if he is not? At best, his presence makes the Inquisition appear to have questionable allies.
That's enough for now.
As you wish.
Give me some advice. All right, and it's just xenophobia. Her advice is nothing more than just xenophobia.
True enough.
The pub.
Good day.
May God be with you.
Inquisitor.
And
Ah.
you are?
The bartender. Cabot.
Just the
Slurs.
bartender?
You were expecting...
Well, welcome to the Inquisition.
Thank you. Welcome to the tavern.
As you were.
Inquisitor.
Where's Creme? There's Creme. Oh.
What can I do for you?
Nothing, apparently.
Nice talking with you, boss.
Creme. Creme, have you tried sitting on the chair?
Inquisitor. It's got a good ring to it. We're happy to be here, your worship. You need anything, let me know.
Can we talk about the Bull's charges?
Certainly. What can I tell you?
Have you had any other interesting jobs?
Had one noble whose rival had been told by a fortune teller that her death would come on feathered wings. The noble sent us after the rival. Not assassination, legal and everything, but we had to wear feathers. We sewed them into shirts over our armor. Should have seen the chief, all feathered up like the cock of the walk. Ended up retreating after all that. The rival choked to death a year later on a chicken bone.
We'll talk later.
Inquisitor?
I'd like to know more about the Iron Bull.
The chief. Last time I met him, he saved my life. I never thought I'd work for a Canary, but he grows on you. He's not like any commander I've ever worked for. That's for damn sure.
How did a Tevinter soldier wind up in a Kunari spy's mercenary company?
I wasn't a soldier at the time. I was in some trouble, trying to flee Tevinter. A tribune and his men caught me in a border town tavern. They meant to make an example of me. Bull killed them. Gave up his eye doing it. Patched me up and asked if I was looking for work. I've been putting up with his jokes ever since.
That's how he lost the eye?
Yes. The guards had me on the tavern floor when Bull came inside and yelled for them to stop. One of them saw trouble coming and figured he'd finish me off. The guard had a flare. Bull put himself between me and the blow. Big horned idiot. Didn't even know me.
Is it strange to work for a Kunari?
He hasn't tried to convert us to the Qun, if that's what you're asking. Bull's charges don't care who you light a candle for, so long as your shield stays up. If he hadn't told me he was Ben Hasrath, I'd have thought he left that life behind.
I didn't expect he'd tell you all that he was a spy.
Not the whole band, but those who've been around long enough to trust. He figures most of us would find out sooner or later, and it should come from him. Eyes to eye, he says. It's never messed up a job. He just writes letters back home. Lots of the boys write letters back home.
Not in the same way. Not the same kinds of letters.
How's Iron Bull as a commander?
If you know what you're doing and hold up your end, he's easy. He doesn't accept any less. If he keeps us alive, he leads from the front, and if you've an idea that'll win the fight, he listens. I've seen bands whose captains had to prove they were swinging the biggest sword. Bull isn't like that. The charges might give him more lip than you'd expect, but every one of us would lay down our lives for the big ass.
We'll talk later.
I hope I can help somehow. Maybe cleaning?
Oh, Inquisitor, I joined. Sutherland, your worship. I saw some bandits, so I came to warn people. I'll let your warriors know and then stay out of the way.
You've heard?
Of she who stands behind the throne.
I perhaps casts a shadow across it.
Nobility do not properly understand the word witch.
Oh. Cole isn't here.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
No, there's Sarah.
Would that I could.
Thank you for Haven. Less so for Redcliffe, but I am committed to serve your worship.
So for Redcliffe. The mages are nice. Get on with them.
Standards. That'll guide the dragon right in.
By the time it's across the growing legions, that roaring pincushion will be ripe for swords.
That easy?
Never said it'd be easy, but we win, so it won't come.
Oh.
The order was sent? Yes, Commander.
This thing is not a stray puppy you can make into a pet. It has no business being here.
Wouldn't you say the same of an apostate?
Inquisitor, I wondered if Cole was perhaps a mage, given his unusual abilities.
He can call
No.
forget him, or even fail
But
him.
not far off.
These are not the abilities of a mage. It seems that Cole is a spirit,
It is a demon.
if you prefer, although the truth is somewhat more complex.
Cole warned us about Corypheus at Haven. He saved a lot of lives.
And what will its help cost? How many lives will this demon later claim?
In fact, his nature is not so easily defined.
Speak plainly, Solas. What are we dealing with?
Demons normally enter this world by possessing something. In their true form, they look bizarre, monstrous.
But you claim Cole looks like a young man. Is it possession?
No. He has possessed nothing and no one. And yet he appears human in all respects. Cole is unique, Inquisitor. More than that, he wishes to help. I suggest you allow him to do so.
In my studies, demons either possessed something from this world or were summoned and bound. They almost never look like something you'd mistake for a person.
Normally you'd be correct. But Cole has willfully manifested in human form without possessing anyone.
The demons who came through the breach, or through the rifts, weren't possessing anything.
These demons were drawn through against their will, driven mad by this world. But Cole predates the breach. From what we can tell, he has lived here for months, perhaps years. He looks like a young man. For all intents and purposes, he is a young man. It is remarkable.
I should hear what Cole has to say for himself. Where is he now?
If none of us remember him, he could be anywhere.
No, he's there, look. Hi, Cole.
Haven. So many soldiers fought to protect the pilgrims so they could escape. Choking fear. Can't think from the medicine, but the cuts rack me with every heartbeat. Hot, white pain. Everything burns. I can't. I'm going to... I'm dying. I'm... dead.
You're feeling their pain?
It's louder this close, with so many of them.
Would you like to go somewhere more comfortable?
Yes, but here is where I can help. Every breath slower, like lying in a warm bath, sliding away. Smell of my daughter's hair when I kiss her goodnight. Gone. Cracked brown pain, dry, scraping, thirsty. Here.
Thank you.
It's all right. She won't remember me.
You're using your powers as a spirit to help people.
Yes? I used to think I was a ghost. I didn't know. I made mistakes, but I made friends too. Then a Templar proved I wasn't real. I lost my friends. I lost everything. I learned how to be more like what I am. It made me different, but stronger. I can feel more. I can help.
If you're willing, the Inquisition could use your help.
Yes, helping. I help the hurt. The helpless. There's someone. Hurts. It hurts. It hurts. Someone make it stop hurting. Make her, please. The healers have done all they can. It will take him hours to die. Every moment will be agony. He wants mercy. Help.
All right. Help him.
It's all right. I want to stay.
Inquisitor? Is there something I can do for you? I should really focus my attention on the injured.
Do we have many injured men?
Fewer by the day. Most grievously injured did not survive the journey to Skyhold. As for the rest, they either heal or... I try to make the passing painless.
I haven't seen you before.
The commander brought me up from the refugee camps. I'd been helping the pilgrims in simple ways. Setting broken bones, simple amputations and such. We need all the help we can get. You aren't a mage. Shouldn't we let the mage healers deal with this?
Magic can't cure everything, and we shouldn't rely on it. Science, your worship, is the way of the future. Good health isn't magic, it's diet, exercise, and a balance of the humors.
A balance of the humors, of course.
Send men to scout the area. We need to know what's out there.
Yes, sir.
Commander, soldiers have been assigned temporary quarters.
Very good. I'll need an update on the armory as well. Now! We set up as best we could at Haven.
We see the video.
For an archdemon, or whatever it was. With some warning, we might have...
I'm gonna... I'm gonna restart the game. And hopefully it auto-saved quite recently. It's a bit weird when that happened, my browser refreshed.
Send men to scout the area. We need to know what's out there.
Yes, sir.
Commander, soldiers have been assigned temporary quarters.
Very good. I'll need an update on the armory as well. Now! We set up as best we could at Haven, but could never prepare for an archdemon, or whatever it was. With some warning, we might have...
Well, Vivian seems to be of the opinion that that was a personal failing, and that we should have known that the archdemon was coming.
We were all shaken by what happened.
If Corypheus strikes again, we may not be able to withdraw. And I wouldn't want to. We must be ready. Work on Skyhold is underway. Guard rotations established. We should have everything on course within the week. We will not run from here, Inquisitor.
How many were lost?
Most of our people made it to Skyhold. It could have been worse. Morale was low, but has improved greatly since you accepted the role of Inquisitor.
Inquisitor Llewellyn. It sounds odd, don't you think?
Not at all.
Is that the official response?
I suppose it is. But it's the truth. We needed a leader. You have proven yourself.
You responded quickly to the attack on Haven. Without that, so many more would have died. I'm grateful for any help you can give.
Thank you, Inquisitor. I will do everything I can to ensure the security of our people. You have my word. At your service.
Is there anything I should know?
repairs to Skyholt's fortifications are progressing. Our scouts report no immediate threats in the surrounding area. We are fortunate Solus knew of this place.
That's all for now.
Another time, then.
Friends over here now. Surgeon.
How do you know they won't attack here?
Darkspawn don't think. They flow. They burst through stone cut with their bloody hands, and they never stop. That Corypheus, he's got the face. He's got the corruption. But he's no Darkspawn. He's a thinker. He ain't interested in a fair fight. So if we build it right, he's not coming.
You know? I believe you.
Where did Flissa go?
He's in the Dales. He fights for the people.
What people?
People who need him.
That is so vague as to be meaningless.
Lady Inquisitor, Bonnie Sims at your service. I trust good secret was not too coarse. Now that you've come to some good fortune, you deserve an upgrade. As master of the tradesman, I stand ready to supply your every need.
Who or what are the tradesmen?
A following of sympathetic and profit-minded individuals who promote local craftsmen and fair importers. A guild of sorts. Although that implies counter-affiliations we are not interested in crossing. Our purpose in the Inquisition is legitimate and honorable. You will have what you need at honest prices.
Segrit survived Haven. Where is he?
Over there somewhere.
Doing good work for you and yours. But this position is now more desirable. It was time arrangements were made. I shall make every effort to prove that this is an upgrade.
Why are you a mere merchant if you're the master of this group?
I wish to avoid the suggestion that I am a posturing commander atop a structure of malcontents. It is better to remain active, hands-on. Do you not agree, Inquisitor?
We'll speak another time.
Of course, Lady Inquisitor.
Our mounts have never had better. Perhaps Master Dennett will join us now. A space like this needs an expert.
This is just something to keep their hands busy.
Right.
Grateful you tracked me down when you did. As exciting as wandering the woodlands was, this is better. It's good to be part of something so important. Something that could change things.
The Grey Wardens are huge and important. You're part of that.
True, but without a blight on the horizon, everything the Wardens do feels like waiting. This, the Inquisition, is what matters now. And I'm grateful to be a part of it. You are who you choose to follow. Someone told me that once. Took me years to understand what he meant.
There's wisdom in that.
It was a chevalier who said those words to me. A powerful man, but never without honor. A true knight. We met as competitors in the Grand Tourney. He left me with that advice before we parted. Put aside his own ambitions to help me win the melee. I don't think I even thanked him.
What is this grand tourney?
You've never heard of it? The Grand Tourney of the Free Marches. It's a spectacle. Song, dance, wine, every amusement you can imagine. But the greatest part is the contest of arms. Prove yourself in the Grand Tourney, and you can make your fortune.
How did he help you?
There were 100 men on the field, each one fighting for himself. The knight and I had forged an alliance. It was just the two of us, and we took all comers. The goal, down as many opponents as possible. He always let me deliver the final blow.
That was generous of him.
He said I stood to gain everything, while he'd lose nothing. When it was over, he offered to mentor me, to teach me to become a chevalier like him. And I, young and stupid, turned him down flat. I just won the melee in the Grand Tourney. I didn't need him.
Because he let you.
Perhaps things could have been different.
Different doesn't always mean better.
In this case, I think it would have been better. But I'm older, hopefully wiser. And I think I've chosen the right person to walk with.
Oh, look. Look, it's Mithal and Fen'Harel. Wonder what that means. I love how we've got, like, enough Dalish here to just not recognize what is in front of us. Ren. Helen. Where the fuck is Felissa?
Inquisitor.
Probably wouldn't be in here, would she? Oh, same painting. Same mural.
Inquisitor.
With allies come enemies, and now we have a place to hold them.
Your worship, the cells are ready for the enemies of the Inquisition. Good facilities in Skyhold. Whoever built this knew how to keep prisoners safe but secure.
Yeah, that one looks safe. And secure. Prison structural evaluation. Harder job this. Structural fractures throughout. Major block shifted. It settled over an age or more. For the workers, shore it up and call it stable. I don't recommend rebuilding. We change the weight distribution. We might stress cracks we can't even see. I've seen failures like this before in dams with the pressure of the flood behind them. What caused that in a prison this size, I don't know. Structure evaluation for Lady of Allen's consideration, Mason Gatsy. Okay. I don't know where Alexius is. I thought the idea was you could go down to the cells and see your prisoners before you judge them. But...
No one knows who he really is. They never do. You don't understand. Fairbanks fights for us and others. He has to stay hidden. He's like Hood or Illa Edge, Rat Red, she of the Red. Talk often turns to red around the trysting tree. You're old. This isn't like that. This is real.
Anyway. I'm gonna go to bed now because it's 5 o'clock in the morning. I'm really tired. I don't know if you can tell. Anyway, we never found Felissa. I saw her once walking around, but never again. In any case, let's oops. Open completely the wrong window entirely. Let's raid, drop in, leave you off somewhere interesting. So, starting off with the old Twitch. Oh god, that's not what I want. Alright, who's online on Twitch? Let's have a look. Miz. Miz is online. Alright. Let's raid Miz. And let's have a look at joystick. Let's see who we're going to drop in on. Drop in on Misses of the Sea. Right. Anyway, so I'll be back tomorrow. I'll bid you good night, and I'll see you then.
Once again got scared by my riddle.